Hello, welcome, Superstar Rose. Welcome back. If you are returning, welcome if this is the first time you've ever been here. I'm not sure if this is a good placement of myself, but I'm just gonna roll with it. It's a very, very, very warm day, so I am definitely gonna be squinting in this video. I just wanted to take a minute. Well, first of all, my name is Erica. I do have a whole entire video talking about how I picked the name for the channel and why. But it was an inspired idea. I just kind of wanted to add like a new energy. And it was those three names came together to me one night. And I also wanted to mention, because I did mention in the car yesterday, the goal, so I don't want to do like an intro video again about the goal of my channel. I'm not going to talk about the goal of my channel, but basically I just wanted to mention that the things I discuss here, I discuss because of personal experience, kind of what set me on my path. So I would say it's been like a path of maybe a little over a decade. I'd say about a decade. I'd say 2015 was a very transitional year. For anybody who's into numerology, it's interesting because the number 5 is actually like a number of transition. So anyway, it's been like a decade, and it's not here to tell anyone what they should be doing with anything. I'm not here to even, give advice. So I don't know. I guess I make suggestions, and if you want to take them, cool. But I feel like I wanted to launch a channel just to share my experiences. I will talk about fasting. I don't really know if I'm at liberty. I don't know if I should talk about this topic, because I know that I don't feel like I necessarily do it completely. I do intermittent fasting regularly, just because, like I mentioned, so food tends to make me kind of tired. I'm working a 9-to-5 job, so the intermittent fasting for me is really, it's like an energy thing. I know, everybody is different, so I'm not here to tell you what you should be doing or what your diet should be or anything like that. It's just, I found for me, some people might get weak when they don't eat something, but for me, I feel very tired after I do. So, and there's other things influenced me into doing that on a regular basis. And then for a while I was doing prolonged fasting, once a month. I was on a once a month schedule where I would do the goal was 72 hours, but I would do somewhere between the second and third day, somewhere between 48 and 72 was typically my average of how long I would make it. So when I say I don't necessarily do it correctly, it's because I do still consume the caffeinated beverages, which I definitely think it would be a lot better to not do that. It just makes the process a little easier, but at the same time, then you have all this caffeine running through your system. So I'm not here to kind of tell anybody, I'm a supporter in that kind of area. I support the idea of fasting, but in terms of how you would go about it, you would have to, I would say, look into it and what's the best for you. So that's just a little side notey thing I wanted to do about fasting. I don't really want to talk about the food thing today. Oh, and for those who haven't heard me say this a million times, if you are new to this channel and you have not heard me mention it in almost every single video, the reason I do these outside primarily is because it's just a comfort zone hack. There was a time when I would not be able to do the videos even in my car comfortably, so I just want to make sure I'm staying consistent with getting out of my comfort zone and staying out. And there's still some times like for the most part, I'm very comfortable, but there are some like, today there's like a weird energy. I don't know what it is. I feel kind of off today, but typically I feel extremely comfortable. As a matter of fact, this spot seems to be have become like a comfort zone spot for me. So I definitely want to make sure that I switch it up. Like as it gets nicer out, I'm going to be leaving the area that I'm in and doing some recording in other locations, which I think will be a lot of fun. And I'll do some stuff like closer to the camera so you can see me better. But anyway, so it's an absolutely stunningly gorgeous day. I'm not sure when I'm going to publish this. I have a few videos in the queue right now. So it's like in the 60s. It feels about 70. I mean, I really don't even need the sweater, to be honest. But I don't like, another thing I want to mention is that I don't come out here with any kind of plan. Like there's zero plan. It's literally, and that's where some of the editing probably comes in too, is when I might like stare off into space trying to think about like what I'm talking about. Or I might talk about something and I think I ran it into the ground enough that I don't want to keep going because I don't want to repeat myself a million times, because I don't just want to make a video to like just keep repeating the same thing over and over. So I feel like I think that's another reason I've explained like why I do like 3 topics in a video. Some of it could be because of this, and some of it I think is just because maybe I've said all that I could say about one specific thing and then something else pops into my mind and I just kind of like roll with it. And I kind of just keep it all together. So, and I'm about the recording outside thing. I also have been, I know that I'm not always publishing consistently. Again, that's the editing thing and time. I definitely have been recording still once a week. So for anybody who's watched me since the beginning or watched enough of my videos that I've mentioned that it was a comfort zone hack to do them outside. But also my process is that I do record once a weekend at least. Try not to get stung by a bee, which would be totally cool. So yeah, I've been very consistent with that. Just not, I haven't been publishing weekly like I originally was, and I do definitely intend on getting back to that. I actually want to publish more than one a week. I like to publish at least 2 a week. That's like my moving forward kind of goal. So, but I mean, you know, this stuff is inspired. Like I was mentioning before, that little tangent, I don't come out here with any kind of specific topic. Like when I'm on my way here, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I have a list of topics at home, and then I wrote something down, which I actually am, if I can remember exactly that point specifically, I'm going to actually talk about that today. But I just come out here and basically whatever comes to me, or if I like can't get started on something, I'll just think of one of the random topics I know that I have, and then if it flows, it flows. If not, then I'll switch to something else. So that's how this happens. Like I don't have anything in front of me, around me. It's just really all inspired. It's all coming from just experiences that I've had, and like if the topic is flowing or whatever. It's like the sun feels amazing right now. As my channel, like as this advances and progresses, I'll be less vague in general about some of my experiences, because I know my experiences, I've been probably kind of like vague about things. I feel like I'm just doing that because it's still new-ish, and I'm just kind of waiting to get some responses and know who my audience is. And then, you know, when there's more of a collaborative kind of experience, then I'll start sharing more in-depth things with more personal, you know, things that are more personal. But for now, I feel like I've kind of just kept it more general. So that'll change. Okay, so the car portion of this video, there's like all kinds of stuff going on. There's a guy with his dogs, which is cool. It's a very nice day, so there's definitely going to be a lot of people over here. And again, I choose to do this. Trying to get the lighting. I'm always trying to get the lighting right. I choose to do this. I mean, it's like really warm. Like I don't need this sweater. Let me just do what it's like pretty. And it's like, I just came out to get out of my comfort zone. Cause today there is like a weird energy, like, cause I did a workout that I have done like a million times, but, I haven't done it in a very long time. So I did that 2 days in a row. But like I said, I want to be more consistent. The going outside aspect of this is really for me to stay outside of my comfort zone. And today was a good practice. Today I already feel like this weird anxious energy. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't understand why I'm in this state. I already felt uncomfortable about being over there. Like, and I don't normally feel uncomfortable. I'm so used to this. Today I went out anyway, but I do that for myself because I want to stay outside of my comfort zone. And there's like a whole like bunch of people that came back here, and they're gonna. There's a trail back here. I mean, people boat, people walk the trail, people jog, people walk their dogs. I mean, I don't own the rights to this area, so that's gonna happen, and I want to be like invite that happening. And that's the energy that I want to be in, that energy where it's like I don't want that stuff to chase me away. I want to be like, this is what I actually want. Like, it would be easy for me to get out there on days when there's nobody back here. And there are days when there's nobody back here. And yeah, it's like, yeah, it's easier. But I want to be comfortable regardless of what's going on around me. And so that part's for me to stay out of my comfort zone, because that really creates a lot of change that I think is quite magical. But like the part that's for you is just the part of me telling you, like sharing my experience about the magic that happens when you do those things. So, because I think that very thing is what really keeps people stuck in things that they don't necessarily want to be in, like situations they don't want to be in, or maybe you want to change, or maybe there's things that you want to do, but it's too uncomfortable. Like you're very like in your routine, and you're very comfortable with the things that you do regularly. So the idea of getting out of your comfort zone is really daunting. It's really I don't know, but I'm going to continue to do it. I'm going to continue to not only make the videos outside. Sometimes I definitely want to do them in the car. I realize that the videos that I've done in the car have the most views. But definitely comment down below. Feel free to comment. Let me know what you think of these videos. Let me know if you resonate with any of this. Let me know personal experience. You could be as general as possible. You don't have to, tell me. You can tell me you can tell me as much about it as you want, or you can tell me as little about it as you want. But something that, if you want to talk about something that you can relate to in any of these videos, feel free to do that. I want to build a community of people, and then people that are commenting can communicate with one another as well. I mean, I've actually landed on, channels where like it's fun to comment together with other people and communicate with other people that are commenting on, a video. So I don't know, it just creates a very nice collaborative experience, and that's really the reason for my channel. So I'm going to continue to make videos outside and inside, and outside and more up close and personal. So the way that I'm up close and personal here in the car, I will definitely make videos outside where I'm still outside, but I'm also up close and personal. Again, this is Rika Star Rose. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you have subscribed, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe if you have not. And I will see you soon.